A fire barely breathes. Embers glow in the dark, pulsing like something trying to live again. The cave mouth leaks gray light. Empty still. No animals pass. No birds call. No wind stirs. Uro sits hunched by the coals, massive hands open on his knees, as if waiting. He has not slept. His shadowed eyes scan the cave entrance, searching for something he cannot name. Behind him, a child breathes beneath grass and hide. Ga, 3 winters old. His small feet press against Saya, Uro's mate, who sleeps in deep exhaustion, a flint scraper still in her grip. Uro looks at the fire, then the child. The animals have not returned. Morning comes slowly, as if reluctant. Uro moves on to the rock ledge outside, his breath a white cloud. He looks down into the valley, and it is empty in a way valleys were not meant to be. He remembers when reindeer came through in numbers that made the ground seem to move. His body holds a world that is disappearing. He scans left, right. His nostrils flare. Cold air, pine resin, ice, and something else. Faint, directional smoke, not his smoke. From the far bend of the valley where the river curves south, a thin thread against the white sky. He watches it a long time. Then he turns back inside. Uro and the elder, Kos, limping worse in the cold, move out across the empty plain. Kos grips a cracked spear bound with sinew. There are no others to make new ones. No young hunters remain. Only them. Only snow. They walk in silence. Their feet remember the old paths where deer once carved the earth. Now the ground lies untouched, a blank and lifeless stretch. They find bones, a reindeer ribcage frozen in ice, stripped long ago. Kos kneels, resting a hand on it, then rises without a word. By midday they turn back, nothing hunted, nothing gained. They carry their unused spears home. The return feels longer. Inside the cave, Saya works a half-dried hide, scraping with steady, practiced rhythm. The animal had been thin, found dead in the snow, not hunted, only scavenged. The hide offers little. Nearby, Guillet plays by the wall. He lines up flat stones, 1, 2, 3, then knocks them down and begins again. Each fall brings a soft, private sound, almost laughter. He knows only this cave, this fire, his mother's hands, the whisper of wind. Saya pauses. She watches him, then gently reaches to touch his dark hair. He doesn't notice, still stacking. She withdraws her hand and resumes scraping. Her eyes glisten, but she makes no sound. At dusk, Uro sees them. 3 figures on a distant ridge, upright and moving in a line. They carry things he cannot make out. Taller, thinner, they move with an ease that feels unfamiliar. Not wrong, just different. They do not look his way, or they choose not to. They pass along the ridge, then slip beyond it and vanish. Uro remains at the cave mouth long after. It is not fear he feels, but recognition, like sensing a storm before the wind arrives. Something has changed, or is already changing. He turns back inside. He says nothing to Saya. He feeds the fire. In the deep cold of that night, Kos stops breathing. There is no drama, no final words. He is there, and then he is not, like a fire dying when the last wood is spent. His body remains as if asleep, one arm under his head, legs drawn in. By morning, the cold has claimed him. Uro knows before he checks. He heard the shift from 3 breaths to 2. He crouches beside Kos for a long time. He does not weep, but something in him breaks and settles differently. He carries Kos to the back of the cave, covering him with stones. Ga watches silently. Uro returns to the fire. That evening, Uro takes a piece of red ochre from the leather pouch at his hip. He moves to the cave wall, a section that catches the firelight well, a place he has touched before. First his finger, then his palm, then the flat of the ochre stone. He draws a reindeer. The lines are swift and certain, made by a hand that remembers shape by feel. Legs, antlers, the curve of the flank. He adds another, then another, a herd like the old herds. He steps back. The animals run forever in red. Something in his chest loosens. He returns to the fire. The night settles around him, quiet. 3 more days pass in the slow script of survival, searching, finding little, returning empty. The wood supply dwindles further. Uro walks farther each time, coming back bent under wet branches that smoke more than burn. The fire survives, but only just, smaller each night. The circle of warmth tightens around them. Guy has grown quiet. He no longer plays with his stones, only watches. He sits close to Saya, eyes following Uro with a stillness too old for him. Children understand these things without words. One night, Saya sings. Not a melody, but a low, steady rhythm pulled from somewhere deep. Uro listens across the small fire. Dawn comes colder than before. Uro sits at the hearth, but it is only embers now, a fading memory of heat. He leans close and breathes. Orange glows, then dulls. He breathes again. This time it holds. Barely. Behind him, Saya wraps Ga in every hide. The child's breath ghosts the air. He watches his father, not understanding, but keeping the image somewhere deep. Uro studies his hands, ash, ochre, scars from countless small survivals. He looks to the cave mouth, to the pale light and falling snow, then back to Saya and Ga. He does not know he is the last. He feeds one final stick. The fire catches, small, fragile, real.